Hello, hi, good evening, guys. Audible? Am I audible? All good, right? Okay, fine. So today we'll again yeah, audible, right? Okay, so good evening, Anil. Okay, fine. Okay. So what we'll do is that today we will quickly go through the topics regarding the answer writing techniques that was done in the yesterday's class in the initial 15-20 minutes. If you have any doubt regarding the answer writing, please let me know so that I can resolve all those doubts. Okay. So the first 15 minutes, we'll be repeating the things that was done yesterday. Okay, how to make short pointers in answer writing. So short pointers in answer writing, Akshay, you need not try avoid try to avoid all the grammars, not required. You can use arrow marks, so that will cut down a lot of words. And again here keywords, so you have to emphasize on keywords. So by using keywords you can easily cut down the words. Virender, in intro we should we write the contemporary should we write the current situation in the region, or see I'll discuss about the introduction, Virender, Veninder, I'm so sorry, Veninder. Okay. Okay, fine. So, chalo then. Let us start with, okay, sir, IRS, then PSR option. There are. Yes, Vishant, you can use all those things. So it is good if you use all those things. Okay. Yeah. Hi. Good evening. I think. Okay, so shall we start with the class? It's actually getting late. Okay. See here, the basic thing that you have to understand in answer writing, mainly for your IR or say any other subject, is that your answer will take up on sheet here. So if you analyze any of the UPSC question, so say for a 10-mark question or say for a 15-mark question, so usually the question format is in this manner. So initially there will be one statement, so this would be a statement, or they will give a context. Fine. So and then they will give that in the light of, that is in the light of above statement, above statement, explain, in the light of above statement, explain or discuss or some critically examine, etc. Critically examine, there will be a question. So this is the question. Are you getting this? So one type of question that UPSC asks is that for the first they'll give a statement or a context, some context they'll give, then they'll give in the light of the above statement, explain so and so things, or say discuss so and so things. Fine. Say example, if you just see here, please see here. So this is the question. China is using its economic relation and positive trade surplus as a tool to develop potential military status in Asia. Fine. So this is a statement, or so they are giving a context. In the light of this statement, discuss its impact on India. So this is the question. This is the question, and this is the statement. Fine. This is the statement. So here, any doubt till here? So are you able to identify what is a question and what is a statement? If you don't know, see again here, the recipe to get good marks in your GS or say any of your mains is that first you should be able to decipher the paper, decipher the question. If you're not able to decipher the question, what will happen is that you will write some random things. So in the examination you have to write what they have asked. It is not that what you know that you will write. So you need to address the question properly. If you see the toppers interview, they would say that you need to address the question properly, you need to address the question properly. So what is the meaning of addressing the question properly? Addressing the question properly means you have to decipher what exactly they have asked and which one you have to explain. Fine. See here. So whenever they give you a question, identify which is a context or which is a statement and what exactly is the question. So if you take example over here, so they have given the first line is a statement and the next line is a question. So this is the question that they are asking. So what you got to do here is that in the introduction, if you have to write this question, this kind of question where they have given a context and then they have given a question. So in this kind of question, see here, please see here, in the introduction you need to justify this context. In the introduction, justify, or say justify the statement or context, justify the statement or context, statement that they have given. Fine. Statement or context that they have given. And again in the body, yeah, in the body you need to answer the question. So answer the question. So I answer the question. So see here, this is the question, you need to answer the question in the body. Please everyone, humbly requesting this you have to know. Rather than mindlessly collecting a lot of content, you should know how to write the answer. Today what I'll do is that I'll show you all the toppers copy, and I have got your classmates copy also. Some of your classmates have also sent me the copy, so I'll show you what is the mistake that you guys are doing. In fact, I was also doing the same nonsense mistake. It doesn't work, man. So first understand how to write the paper. You're sitting in this class to get marks, fine. So how do you get marks? We'll compare our answer with the topper's answer. See, topper's answer, we are not just taking one sample size, we are taking multiple toppers and seeing. So is our answer comparable to the topper's answer? See, the only evidence that we have with respect to UPSC is topper's copy. So if you are able to write like a topper's copy, then you can easily clear this examination. Fine. Okay, so again, Nilanjana and others. First, later on, we'll see how to justify, how to discuss, etc. The basic thing, what I'm seeing, what the mistake that you guys are doing is that you are not understanding what to write. So that is the basic thing. There's a question that they have given. You're not able to understand what to write, in which part of the question, in which part of the answer, what to write. You are not able to understand. I'll show you with example. So here, if this is the statement, whenever they give you any question, the first thing what you have to do is that identify what is a statement. So rather than mindlessly writing whatever you know, first identify what is a statement or what is the context, and then identify what exactly is the question that they are asking. So usually one type of a model, one model of question is that in the beginning, the first line they will give a context or a statement, and the next line they will be a question. In the light of so and so, discuss. In the light of the above statement, in the light of the above context, in the above context, discuss something. So here, if you see here, in the light of this statement, so this is the statement, discuss the impact on India. You have to discuss the impact on India. So your entire answer should be this one, discussing the impact of India. You need not explain China is using economic relation, how it is using economic relation, what is the positive trade, etc. You need not explain that. Have they asked it? No. Then why are you explaining it? So you need not explain. So you have to just explain what is there, what question they have asked. Fine. So another type of question that UPSC keeps asking is that the next model, please see here, the next model is, yeah. So in the next model, what UPSC does is that first they will ask a question. This is the second type of model. First they will ask, discuss, say discuss, some statement would be there. discuss something in the light of, in the light of, in the light of some statement. Fine. There's a discuss. This is a question. So discuss. They'll ask something. Say discuss India-China relationship in the 21st century in the light of growing border disputes. So are you getting this? So here the question is the first line is the question. This is the question. This is the question. And here this one is the statement they are asking. So statement or say context they are asking. Fine. So this is the question. So discuss some XYZ. So something you have to discuss in the light of or say in the context of say ABC or some random context they'll give. So if you have to write this kind of a question, so in the introduction, always keep in mind that in the introduction of your paper, you should justify the context. You should justify the statement which they have asked, and in the body you need to address the question. In the body you need to address the question. Fine. So body address the question. So now it is an exercise for you guys. Just see here. uh, yeah, so here this one. So and understand this one. So decipher and tell me. You even if you don't know what exactly is the question, okay, that's fine. First understand what, how to decipher the question. So here, so which one is a question and which one is an context. So here, which one is a question and which one is context in this one? Can someone tell? Too little cash, too much politics, leaves UNESCO fight for life. This is PYQ, by the way. Too little cash, too much politics, leaves UNESCO for fighting for life. Discuss the statement in the light of US withdrawal and its, yeah, US, yeah, exactly, Nagetran. The first line is the question, so this one is the context. So this one is the context. So the first line is the question. Very good, yeah, very good. Brajneet, very good. So the first line is the question, and the next line is the context. So now, which one should be there in the introduction? You have to justify which part in the introduction. Which part you have to justify in the introduction? The context you need to justify in the introduction. Fine. The second part, very good, very good, yeah. Context you have to justify in the introduction. In the body you have to discuss this. So discuss too little cash, too much politics, leaves UNESCO fighting for life. You have to discuss this. How too little cash? You have to discuss, can be discussed in multiple angles. Say if we take up here, please see here. If we have to write this answer in the introduction, you have to justify the statement one, that is China is using its economic relation and positive trade surplus as a tool to develop potential military status in Asia. If you have to start, you can start with say post 2013 with Belt and Road Initiative. China is investing a lot of money and promoting and also covertly promoting military forces in those infrastructures constructed by China. And then you can start with this has an impact on India. So next subheading should be impact on India. Discuss the impact on India. How will you discuss the impact on India? There are various impacts, that is impact on border security, impact on Naxalism, impact on illegal drugs, impact on economy, impact on say international relation. There are various impact that you have to discuss. So that will do it later on, but understand what has to be written. Fine. Okay, so you have to discuss the impact. Your entire answer should be to discuss the impact, not explain this one, not explain China is using the economic relation. Getting it? Fine. Okay. Fine. Okay. Any doubt over here? Now let us take understand. Okay. 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 Now let us understand from your own classmate's answer. So this answer was sent by your classmate. Now understand this one. So here, take up this question itself. So if you see in this question, China is using its economic relation and positive trade surplus as a tool to develop potential military status in Asia. So this is the context. This is the context. So this context should be there in the introduction. But what exactly is the question? In the light of this statement, discuss its impact. So this part is the question, right? Discuss its impact. Discuss its impacts on India as a neighbor. So this is the question. This is PYQ, by the way. So this is your PYQ. So this is the question. So this is your context. So in the context has to come in your introduction, but this question should be there in the body. So if you see here, if you see your classmates copy, China is the second largest economy and the first major economy in Asia. See, these are like trivial information that you give. Are you justifying this? See here. Now come to the body. In body, this candidate has written that China's economic relation and positive trade surplus. Are they asking you? Are they asking you to discuss China's positive trade surplus? What is the discuss for? You have to discuss the impact on India. But why are you discussing positive trade surplus? Why are you discussing China's economic relation? That is just a context they are asking. Your entire answer should revolve around this is the first page. Now go to the next page, what the candidate has written. So China with its neighbor. Why are you giving China with its neighbor? So here, China with its, again, discussing the same thing. China, this part. Why are you discussing the context? Are you discussing the China, discuss its impact on India? So are you discussing this? Discuss the impact of India? No. Now use tool to develop military status. Still here itself, you are explaining the context itself. The UPSC is not asking you to explain the had the question been discuss, had the question been discussed, China is using this statement. If the question is something like this, discuss this statement that is China is using economic relation and positive trade surplus, so and so, then this is a right answer, then this is absolutely right. But is UPSC asking you to discuss this part? No. Then why are you writing so much? Not required, right? So again here, but however, you have to discuss this part. This is the second page that the candidate is writing. And now come to the third page. In the third page, again, we are still discussing this part, which is not wrong. But however, if you see impact on India, this is the actual question. That is, impact on India is the actual question. The candidate has discussed in 1/4 page. There were 3 pages. Of these 3 pages, you are in only in the last 1/4 page, you are addressing the question. Now tell me, as an evaluator, how much marks should I give? My question is something else. You are writing what you know. See, initially there's a big mistake that occurs among most of the first attempt is that we end up writing what we know rather than writing what has been asked. So as a reason, we end up writing in this model. So this is not the right way to approach. So this is the basic issue that everyone does. Okay? So what you got to do is that you have to identify which part should be there in the introduction and which part should be there in the body. In the sense, what exactly is UPSC is asking, that you have to identify. Okay? So this is example of one candidate who is in the initial phase of answer writing where they don't know how exactly to write an answer. I think most of you are in this phase itself. Now let us go to the next candidate. So there are other types of candidate also who has a skill of deciphering which one to write where. So if you see here, this is the same answer written by another candidate from your classmate itself. So see here, this one. So this is the answer. So the same question. So here this candidate is writing the above statement suggests that China is leveraging its economic relation and trade surplus as a means to enhance its military influence in the Asia. So here this candidate is explaining this part, that is the context part. Now see, in this context, India will face the following issue, that is discuss the impact on India in this context. So this candidate in the introduction, she knows how to write she knows how to decipher the question. So in the introduction, she has justified the statement. Now in the body, she is directly explaining the body. This is a very good approach. This is how you have to do it. But however, the big problem is that she knows how to decipher she has learned how to decipher the question, but however she has not learned the structure of writing answer. If you see the answers, so each, please see here, that is each point she is writing, say somewhere around 40-50 words, so somewhere around 40-50 words. So here it is somewhere around 30 words, so this is probably somewhere around 40 words. You should not write like this. This is not the right way of writing the answer. This is absolutely a wrong approach of writing answer. So you should not write in paragraph. It doesn't look good. Paragraph in the sense, point having, see, keep in mind that one point should not cross more than 15 words. Even 15 words is a big thing. So only 15 words. Don't go beyond 15 words. If you go beyond 15 words, no one is going to read your entire thing, because the person who is evaluating your paper knows in and out about this question. So it is not that he or she will learn from your paper. They'll just see, acha, border dispute, theek hai. If I am solving, if I am evaluating this paper, the impact on, that is, discuss the impact. If I see the starting word border dispute, I know what you have written over here. So if you know this content, only then you can give the subheading. That's the right logic, right? If you know the exact context, only then you are able to give the subheading. So you have given the subheading border disputes. I know what you have written. Okay, I'll just go through, skim through the initial 1 or 2 lines. If it is right, I'll not read the remaining part. I'll go to the next one. Maritime security. Yes, it also affects your maritime security. Okay, I'll not read the entire thing. So this is the entire psychology of your evaluator. So this is how you have to consider. So the big issue over here in this paper is that they are not able to, that is, this candidate is not able to write the body in a proper manner. So what is a proper manner? Now we will take up with the toppers copy. We will compare with toppers copy. Yes, Chesta. So you are right. So we will compare this with the, see here the candidate is writing. See here, this is like a paragraph. This is like a paragraph. Rather than writing this kind of paragraph, you could have divided this into, say, another two, three more points, right? So why write like paragraph? That doesn't work. On top of it, it is discussed. You could have discussed in multiple dimension. So short-term impact, long-term impact, economic impact, political impact, geopolitical impact, etc., geostrategic impact. You can give multiple dimension. Rather than elaborating a point, do not elaborate a point. But who is telling not to elaborate? See, boss, the only evidence, again here, this person is telling, that person is telling, that is not valid in UPSC. Okay? So who tells that you should not elaborate the point? It is through evidence from the toppers copy. UPSC will not come and tell you that you need not elaborate, or say you have to write in a short line. So there is no, UPSC will not come and tell you. So the only evidence that we have is toppers copy. Again here the sample size is big. So it is not that one topper has written in point wise and they have cleared. No, almost all the topper copy, or say I haven't seen any topper who is writing in paragraph. So it means that this paragraph model, in fact, another reason why I know is that I have been always been getting good marks, like more than 100 in GS2, and the in the first attempt I wrote in paragraph, it did not work, and later on in the every attempt I was writing in point wise, it I was getting more than 100 every time. It's fine. So I'm the only, I'm also the evidence over here, and the toppers copy also will compare. So if you see here, just compare. This is this year rank one. This year rank one's copy. You need not go through the content as such. Forget about the content. Just look at the structure. The structure, introduction. Look at the structure. Fine. So how many words are there in the introduction? Yeah. How many words are there in the introduction? So not more than, say, 15-20 words. Yeah. This is how you have to write the introduction. And look at the number of points. Subheading. So subheading, you need to properly put it in a box, because I'll show you almost all the toppers are doing. See, yeah, wheel is already invented. You need not reinvent the wheel again. Just learn what the toppers are doing. Follow the same thing. So here, how many points are there? How many words would be there here? So in 1 point, not more than, say, 10. Yeah, around 10. easily 10, 12, 10, 12 points. How much is your friend writing? How many points over here? So 10, 12. Look at the number of points. So in this one page, this candidate has written, how many words would be there? This candidate has written how many words over here? Say somewhere around, I think probably 40, 40, 40, or say somewhere around 100 words are there in just one page. This candidate, this is rank one's copy. This candidate has not written more than say 50 words. 50 words. So if you try to 50 words, this candidate is able to convey 4 points to the evaluator. In 100 words, your classmate is able to convey just 3 points to the evaluator. See, for the in GS, what happens is that you just need to convey a message to the evaluator that boss, mujhe pata hai, I know things. That's it. This thing from the psychology of the evaluator. No one is going to learn from your paper, and no one will be super impressed with your paper, matlab with the content that you provide. It can't, you cannot super impress the evaluator because they are from the leading HODs of leading university. You cannot super impress them. It's not possible. So if it is not possible with see, to just be very very practical, you have only 6 minutes to write one 10-mark question. In 6 minutes, what is the extraordinary content that you can write with which can impress the evaluator who is from the leading university, JNU, Delhi University, etc. What is that extra thing that you can write in 6 minutes which you can impress the evaluator? Not possible. You cannot impress the evaluator with the content per se. Here and there you can sprinkle some keywords. ठीक है. So that is the reason why 40% is the rank holders will get 40% marks. Out of 250, you get say somewhere 100, you are a ranker. मतलब GS 1 to 3, 100 is considered as a very good marks in GS 1 to 3. So understand the demand of the question and align your preparation based on this. So now let us compare your friend's answer with this was rank 2's answer. So look at the number of words in the introduction. So again here, this is the subheading. Number of words over here. How many words would be there here? So probably 15 words, not more than 15 words. See how many words you guys are writing. So look at the number of words over here. Probably 10 words. See here. This is rank 2 paper. Yeah. Look at the number of words in each point. Look at the see here. Number of words. So why are you writing? Why are you elaborating it? So what is the reason? Why are you even elaborating it? So if the toppers are not elaborating and they are able to clear the exam, so then you have to do the same thing. No? So be very very rational. Again here, this is not just one topper. So I think this is rank 4, I believe. This is rank 4, I believe. So see here, how many points are there? How many words are there? Okay, fine. And Nilanjana, see here, if someone tells 150 words in UPSC and 250 words in UPSC, and if they tell that I have written 150 words for all the 10-mark question and I have written 250 words for all 20-mark, 15-mark question, that is a sheer lie. It cannot be done. It is humanly not possible. So think practically. Take up topper's copy and see. Take up rank one's copy and see. Na, did he write 150 words in all the 10-mark question and 250 words in all 20-mark question, 15-mark question? It is not possible, boss. You cannot do that. Fine. So if you see any topper's copy, maybe 1, 2, 3 questions they can write 150 words. So in most of the questions for a 10-mark question, it is somewhere around 120 words or say 130 words. For a 15-mark question, it is somewhere around 220, 230 words. Don't unnecessarily keep yeah, don't unnecessarily try to become a content collector. Assume that you have finished a you do a PhD in India China relationship. You have to write only 100 words. 100 words, and on top of it, in 100 words you have to write 4 5 dimension. So you just require some basic content, but however, focus on answer writing. That is more important. So this can your own friend has good content, but not presented in a good manner. Look at the structure here. Look at the structure of Topper's copy. Fine. So focus on presentation and structure. That will help. See here. Now consider here. So this is the introduction. So again, this was a WHO question. So IR question itself. This is introduction. So how many words are there? Probably somewhere around 20-25 words. Look at the points. Each point doesn't have more than say 5-6 words. So this is one way of presentation. Rather than presenting in line wise, you can also present the points like this. So each point will have say 5-6 words. How many words are you writing here? So this is the mistake. And again here, look at, I think this is rank 13, I believe. This is rank 13. So this is, look at the number of words. So this is probably say 20 words. Each point say 5-6 words. So this is probably 10 words. This is not more than 10 to 15 words. So this is how you have to write your answers. Not some randomly yeah, don't randomly dump content. If you have to write an answer, it has to be in a well structured manner. If it is not a well structured manner, it becomes very difficult. Fine. Nilanjana, no, yeah, it's totally fine. Okay, now see here, this is a topper. Okay, fine. This here topper. This is your candidate. This is your classmate. This is topper. Okay, this here topper. Whose handwriting is good? Your classmate's handwriting or the topper's handwriting? A or B? Which one is good? Handwriting wise? A is good, right? Your classmate's answer is handwriting is good, right? But however, see here. But what is the difference over here? What is the difference? The difference is structure. Your classmate has not written in a proper structure. This topper has written in a proper structure. See here, proper subheading. Each point, say somewhere around. Look at the arrow mark. See here, arrow marks. There's no need of writing extraordinary grammatical points as such. Your classmate has written full grammatical points. So see here, topper. So the how many words are there? So probably somewhere around 15-20 words. 15, yeah, probably around 15 words. So what does this prove? So what is the reason why I have taken this copy? So what does it prove? What do you get? Just analyze, just think properly. So this is a topper. So you have seen the handwriting. This is your classmate. This is a topper's handwriting. So what does it prove? Can you think of it? If excellence, actually it is the structure that works properly. Fine. So it is the keywords that works properly. So handwriting, yeah, very good, Jesta. So it is a structure that is working properly. So look at this one. So again the same example. So whose handwriting is good? This is your classmate. Classmate is A. Topper is B. This I'm talking about this year topper. Topper in the sense less than 20 rank. This is less than 20 rank. Top 20. I'm not even going beyond 20. This is top 20 rank. Top 20 in G in Labasna, they are known as G20. So top 20 rankers are known as G20 because these top 20 rankers are invited to DOPT. So Government of India felicitates them. So they are known as G20, matlab the elite one. So I'm not going beyond top 20. So this is top 20. Yeah, who has a good rank? Who has a good handwriting? A, right? Your classmate has a good rank, good handwriting. But look at the structure. Look at the number of points over here. Now, a number of words in each point. Structure. Need proper structure. It's very simple for the evaluator. If you are evaluator, please see here. You are evaluator, and you assume that you are an evaluator. You are a HOD of leading university. You know everything about that. So you know everything about India-China relationship. So this this candidate is giving 5 different dimensions in a short format. 5 different dimensions in a short format, or say how many points are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, five different dimension in less than say how many words? Probably in less than probably say 60 words. In less than 60 words, 5 different dimensions. So this candidate is giving in 60 words one dimension. So you know everything. It is not that you learn from students. You know everything. You will not learn from students. So you have to read 60 words to understand one dimension from this candidate. With 60 words, you know that this candidate is conveying 5 different points in 60 words. This candidate is conveying just one point in 60 words. You will get impressed by whom? Who will impress you more? So this person will impress you more. So what does it show? It shows that structure is important, not some random content as such. If you're still behind the content in the sense, see, content is needed. What I want to tell is that after seeing your papers, or your own classmates paper, you're unnecessarily running behind the content rather than knowing how to write the paper. So first know how to write the paper, and then you can build content on that aspects. This is what you have to understand. Now take, yeah, see here, this is I think this is rank 13 paper. This is rank 13. Okay, see here. Look at the structure. She was in my batch, 2019, and again given attempt, and this year she got 13, rank 13. Uh, so rank 13, yeah, Meda Anand, yeah, fine. So look at the introduction over here. Say 20-25 words, probably 20 words. Each point, look at the each point. All the important words have been highlighted. Each point is not more than say 10-12 words, and important point have been highlighted. So it will be easy for, see, now you are evaluating the paper. So which one will impress you more, or say which one will be easy for you to evaluate? This is A, this is B. Which one is easy for you to evaluate? Obviously B is easy for you to evaluate because it is in a proper structured manner, so it is easy for you to evaluate, and also the important points are underlined, easy for you to evaluate. So rather than this content, maybe this one has a rich content, but however psychologically I am inclined towards B because it's properly structured, simple points, that's it. So I will give more marks. If you overcomplicate your paper, I will start cutting marks. In a sense, if it is easy for me to evaluate your paper, I will give you good marks. It's the simple logic goes like this. If your paper is easy for me to evaluate, if your paper is easy for the evaluator to evaluate, you will get good marks. If your paper will impress the evaluator with proper structure and presentation, the evaluator will get impressed, and he or she will good marks. If your paper takes if the evaluator has to take effort to read what you have written, automatically your marks would come down. So this is the basic thing that you have to understand regarding your answer writing process. So if you see here, now everyone please focus on this side. Look at the toppers copy. Now just analyze all the toppers copy in one side. So this is analyze only the toppers copy. So I'll keep switching the slides. Just analyze the toppers copy only from the structure and presentation perspective. Only structure and presentation. See how is the intro, how is the subheading, how are the points they are writing. So are they writing any maps or not? So only focus on structure perspective, presentation perspective. Intro, subheading, points, are they clearly visible or not? So and also parallelly compare this one with your classmate. And again here, mind you, this is the best copy that I got from your class. So this is the best copy. If you want, I'll show you the first copy. So yeah, yeah, most of your classmates copy are like this. So this is most of your classmates copy are like this. So I'm comparing with the best copy that I got it from your class. So see here, now start comparing topper's answer. So just analyze the topper's answer only from the structure perspective. This is intro, this is subheading, this is body point wise. This is rank 1. Intro, subheading, body point wise. See here, this is subheading, simple point wise, subheading, simple point wise. Intro, this is one format of writing answer, that is point wise. Intro, subheading, point wise. Again, despite handwriting being legible but not super good, this is intro, subheading, point wise. Intro, subheading, point wise. So what you got to do is that please focus on structure perspective. So this is what I wanted to convey. So there is no evidence with respect to answer writing. If someone tells that this is how you have to write answer, we need to show some proof. The proof is only topper's copy. There's no other proof that is available. UPSC will not come out and tell that, Acha, this is how you need to write the answer. Not possible. If you're smart enough, you will start writing this perspective, or else it becomes very difficult for you to get the answers. Fine, get the answers right. Okay. Any doubt till here? Look at the answer. Intro, subheading, point wise. Good map, decent map. This is how you need to write your answers. Okay, so this was done in the previous class. Now we will continue with today's class. I think we had to start from this one, right? Phase of reconciliation. No minimum words here for the people who believe that who feel that they cannot write quickly. Please see this rank 35's copy. Kartikeya Jaiswal. So Kartikeya Jaiswal has got rank 35. If you see his copies, just type Kartikeya Jaiswal rank 35. You'll get his copies. If you see his copies, he has not written more than say 75-80 words, or say all the 10-mark question are say less than 100 words, and all the 15-mark question are say less than 200 words. In the interview, in his own interview, he tells that I couldn't write quickly, so as a reason I focused on keywords. The first class what I did was on explaining the keywords. So if you're not able to write your answers quickly, so you have to work on keywords. So using keywords, you can explain more. So rather than and if your answer, if you're not able to write quickly, so see Kartikeya Jaiswal's copy. So you'll get to know how to write the points in a very short manner. So again here, the only way you can learn, the best way of learning answer copy is that see the topper's copy and try to emulate it. So the best way of drawing any image of say Lord Ganesha or anything is that see the image of Lord Ganesha and draw it. Similar, this is what you ought to do it. The best way of writing UPC answer is take a topper's copy, take the same question which the topper has written, you write it, compare your answer with that answer. If it is very similar, then you clear the exam. If it is not similar, improve on it so that your answer also looks like a topper's copy. Okay, so this is what you have to do. Lakshmi, before means how much question needs to practice here. If you are writing an answer which looks like which is similar to any topper's answer, you're good to go. Yeah. Till then, you have to keep writing. Lakshay, yes, you need to see. It's something like this. For a 10-mark question, 1 point intro, 1 point conclusion, and again here somewhere around in between there has to be somewhere around 8 points. For a 15 one point intro, 1 point conclusion. So here in the body there has to be 13 points. So if the body, within body, if there are two subheadings divided into 6 and 6, or say 7 and 7, or within body if there are 3 sub questions, so if the body has 3 sub questions, so divided into 4 4 4, or say 5 5 5. So it's something like this. So if it's a 10-mark question, so in the, ensure that in the body you have 8 points, 1 intro, 1 conclusion. Okay, fine. Yeah, so chalo then. So let us start with this one. Okay, so the phase of reconciliation. So what happened? Till yesterday we had seen till Kargil War. So Kargil War is in 1999. So Kargil War was in 1999, and we won the Kargil War. So then what happened, and what was Vajpayee, when we saw in the second class, we spoke about Gujarat doctrine, right? Vajpayee was focusing on Gujarat doctrine. So as a reason, what happened? So Vajpayee started, despite Kargil war, so Vajpayee started engaging with Pakistan. So right on here, phase of reconciliation 2001 to 2008. So right on here, phase of reconciliation 2001 to 2008. Just 1 second. Yeah, understood. Any doubt till here? Okay, so let me open this. See here, it's simple. Mains becomes very simple if you have a good command over answer writing. So it becomes very, if you know the crux, what exactly is required in answer writing, no? All this study part can easily be taken care, because you know that the rank 1, from rank 1 to rank 20, there is nothing, some extraordinary content that is there in the paper. So you will get the confidence that ठीक है यार, मतलब the last 5 years the toppers are writing in this fashion with very little content, they are able to get rank 1, even I can also do it. So you will get that confidence. So if you're not seeing toppers copy, and if you're not if you're not analyzing the toppers copy, say regularly going through the toppers copy, you will be under an impression that you require some extraordinary knowledge. ठीक है, extraordinary knowledge, whatever that is taught in class, that is fine, that is more than sufficient. But however, don't try to overdo it, not required. So and by seeing toppers copy, you will definitely get that confidence that ठीक है, I can also do it. So what you can do now, do an exercise, take up this year, say rank ones, or say any one of the copy, and give it to your friend. So remove the name, remove the first page, and give it to your friend, saying that one of my another classmate has written this, so kindly evaluate. So look at the response that you get. So most of them will tell that ठीक है यार, मतलब what is so extraordinary, it's very mediocre, this is rank one's copy. So I'm not telling only this year. So every year, if you see, this is the level of answer that you have to write in your GS 1 to 3. See, your optional, the game is different, your essay, the game is different, but however GS simple. Yeah, matlab why overcomplicate GS preparation? Okay, so Fine. Okay. So write down here. So phase of reconciliation. So in this phase, write down Vajpayee. Vajpayee. So again here, phase of reconciliation. Write down Vajpayee followed Gujral doctrine. Gujral doctrine. Vajpayee followed Gujral doctrine and started building good relation relation with Pakistan. Started building good relation with Pakistan post Kargil war. Post Kargil war. Kargil war. Post Kargil war. Okay, so post Kargil war, what happened? So write down here. First point, write down Agra Summit. Agra Summit 2001. Agra Summit 2001. So write down here Agra Summit. Agra Summit 2001. So write down here where India and Pakistan. Agra Summit 2001. So write down the next point. So India and Pakistan signed an agreement. India and Pakistan signed an agreement. Signed an agreement. Signed an agreement. Signed an agreement to promote bilateral to promote bilateral economic bilateral economic cooperation comma promote cultural promote cultural to promote bilateral economic cooperation. Next one is promote cultural exchanges. Promote cultural exchanges. Promote cultural exchanges and resolve bilateral resolve resolve Kashmir issues. Resolve Kashmir issue. Kashmir issue. Resolve Kashmir issue. So what happened in when Vajpayee wanted to bridge a good relation? So Vajpayee invited the Pakistan. Vajpayee invited the head of the government of Pakistan into India, and then we conducted Agra summit. So in this Agra summit, it was decided that both India and Pakistan would rebuild the relationship after the Kargil war, mainly in terms of economic cooperation and again cultural exchanges, and we will try to resolve the Kashmir issue. So this was discussed in Agra summit. But however, what happened? So please see here, next one, write down. However, post 2001 parliament attack, however, post 2001 parliament attack, however, post 2000 parliament attack, the diplomatic relation got strained. Post 2001 parliament attack, the diplomatic relation got diplomatic relation got strained. Diplomatic relation got strained. So in 2000, so in 2001 we had a parliament attack. That is, it was a Pakistan-sponsored parliament attack, Pakistan-sponsored terrorism. So they came in and attacked India. So after 2001, so we do not have a good relation. Good relation in a sense, not a very hard stance against Pakistan, but however, the diplomatic relation got strained. So then comes Manmohan Singh. So next one, right on. That is Manmohan Singh is composite dialogue process. Next one is Manmohan Singh. Manmohan Singh's period, composite dialogue process. Composite dialogue process. Composite dialogue process 2004 to 2008. Composite dialogue process 2004 to 2008. So here write down composite dialogue process 2004 to 2008. So what Vajpayee did was very proactive engagement with Pakistan. But however, during this, you have to keep this in mind that during Manmohan Singh's period, it was not like very proactive with Pakistan. But however, we had initiated the diplomatic engagement. So the diplomatic engagement got strained after the 2001 Parliament attack. But however, after when Manmohan Singh came into the office, took the Prime Minister's office, he initiated this composite dialogue process with Pakistan. Composite dialogue process means it's a diplomatic engagement with Pakistan regarding various issues in the sense Kashmir issue, trade, people to people contact. So this was composite dialogue process. So right on here, composite dialogue process initiated diplomatic engagements with Pakistan. Composite dialogue process initiated diplomatic engagement with Pakistan. Diplomatic, diplomatic engagement, diplomatic ties, or say diplomatic ties with Pakistan, diplomatic ties with Pakistan to discuss and resolve, to discuss and resolve, to discuss and resolve Kashmir issue, Kashmir issue, Kashmir issue, people to people contact, and bilateral ties and bilateral trade, bilateral trade. Okay, so this was started from 2004 to 2008. So it was during Manmohan Singh's period. So the during this period, we also emphasized on cultural contact, that is people to people contact. It is during this period we had all the Coke studios, Indians going to that side, Pakistani artists coming to India. So we had a very cordial relationship, mainly in terms of cultural contact. But however, what happened post 2008, so we had in 2008 we had Mumbai attack. So in 2008 we had Mumbai attack. So right down here, post 2008, post 2008 2008 to 2014, post 2008 to 2014, post 2008 to 2014. So what happened? So right on here, post Mumbai attack, post 26/11, post 26/11 Mumbai attack, post 26/11 Mumbai attack, India reduced diplomatic engagement. India reduced the diplomatic engagement. India reduced the diplomatic engagement with. India reduced the diplomatic engagement with Pakistan. Diplomatic engagement with Pakistan. And also reduce the bilateral trade. and also reduce the bilateral trade. Also reduce the bilateral trade with Pakistan, and also reduce the bilateral trade with Pakistan. Also reduce the bilateral trade with Pakistan. Fine. So what happened? Initially, Manmohan Singh also tried to engage with engage with Pakistan, but however, into post 2008, this Mumbai attack, our diplomatic engagement stopped. If you see, Vajpayee also post Kargil war, he started a bus, that is bus between your Delhi and Agra and Lahore. So Agra, Delhi, Lahore. So buses were also started, but however, after Parliament attack, the relationship got strained during Vajpayee period when Manmohan Singh took up the office. So from 2004 to 2008, we had a cordial relation, but however, after 2008, this Mumbai attack, again this got affected. That is the relation got affected. So then right on next one right on 2004 2014 till 2015. 2014 to 2015. 2014 to 2015. 2014 to 2015. So in 2014, uh, yeah, so right on here, so 2014 to 2015. So what happened when Prime Minister Modi took the office in 2014? So he started with he followed a neighborhood first policy. Vajpayee was following Gujarat doctrine. So Modi was following neighborhood first policy is nothing but a rebranded version of Gujarat doctrine. So Modi was following this neighborhood first policy. So under this neighborhood first policy, he initiated talks with Pakistan. So right on here, post 2015, 2014 to 2015, right on here, under neighborhood first policy, under neighborhood first policy, neighborhood first policy, under neighborhood first policy, India initiated India initiated diplomatic engagements. India initiated diplomatic engagements, also diplomatic ties with Pakistan. India engaged diplomatic ties with Pakistan. India engaged diplomatic ties with Pakistan. Diplomatic engagements with Pakistan. And increased people to people contact, and increased people to people contact, increased people to people P2P, people to people contact, and economic ties, economic economic ties. Okay, economic ties. So next point right down. Next point. However, in 2016, due to series of attack, however, in 2016, due to series of attack, series of attack on India, on India, on India by Pakistan, on India by Pakistan, affected the affected the diplomatic relation, affected the diplomatic relation, affected diplomatic relation, diplomatic relation, affected diplomatic relation between two nations, between two nations, diplomatic relation between two nations. Fine. Okay, between two nations. Got it. Okay. So example Patankot attack. Example Patankot attack 2016. Patankot attack 2016. So what happened? So Modi was following a good relation, or say started developing a good relation with Pakistan from 2014 till 2015, and end of 2015. So what happened was that in 2015, on 25th December 2015, so it was 25/12 2015, yeah 25/12, yeah 20 2015, yeah 25/12, yeah 2015. Prime Minister Modi visited, had an informal visit to Pakistan in order to attend some wedding ceremony in the family of Pakistan's Prime Minister. So Prime Minister Modi went on an informal meet. So we had a very cordial relation from 2014 till end of 2015. We had a very close relation with Pakistan. But however, from the beginning of 2016, so in 2016 beginning itself, 2015 2016 January, so within a span of say 10-15 days, so Pakistan indulged a very big attack on India. So Prime Minister Modi visited Pakistan on 25th December, so 2015, so on an informal visit. Then in 2016, Pakistan started attacking India in January itself, within a span of 10-15 days. So after 2016 onwards, we are not having a good relation with Pakistan as such. So then right on post 2015, that is right down here, phase of renewed aggression after 2015, or say post 2015. Phase of renewed aggression after 2015, that is 2016 till present time. Okay, so see here the difference between Vajpayee regime, Manmohan Singh's regime, and Modi regime. Just understand this, how our foreign policy are being changed. So after Vajpayee regime, so during Vajpayee regime, Pakistan attacked Indian Parliament. So then we did not have after Parliament attack, we did not have a good relation with Pakistan. But however, we did not cut the relation, or so we did not completely block the relation. There was no proactive relation with Pakistan. So then come to Manmohan Singh's period. After 2008 Mumbai attack, from 2008 till 2015, so 2014, we did not have a proactive engagement with Pakistan as such. But at the same time, we did not completely stop the relation also. So it was going on, trade were going on, but however, we did not stop it completely. Then what happened? Now come to Modi's period. So in Modi's period in 2016, there was a Pathankot attack. So after Pathankot attack, what happened? The Indian government almost stopped everything with Pakistan, say be it trade or be it having diplomatic engagements, etc. So it almost stopped. We almost stopped everything with respect to Pakistan. In fact, after this 2000 in Modi's regime, so the Indus Water Treaty was there, right? Indus Water Treaty was there in 1960. So this treaty was it is well regarded treaty across the world because it has seen the extreme relation, but still both the countries were following this treaty. Say extreme relation in a sense. So in 1965 we had a war with Pakistan, still both countries followed this. In 71 we had a war with Pakistan, still both countries followed this. 99 we had a war, but still both countries followed this. Pakistan attacked parliament, still we followed this. Pakistan indulged in 26/11 Mumbai attack, still we followed this. But after this 2016 Pathankot attack during Modi's regime, so it was kind of a very hard stance that India took. After 2016, India is taking quite hard stance against Pakistan. So after 2016, what happened? So we started to renegotiate this 1960 Indus Water Treaty. So that is after now 2016, there was a aggression, that is India is showing active aggression towards Pakistan. So right on here, face of yes, Uri, the surgical strike. So these are like active aggression. We are like actively showing aggression against Pakistan. But whereas in earlier, but whereas Vajpayee's regime, also Manmohan Singh's regime, there's no active aggression as such. So if Pakistan does something, we would stop our diplomatic relation, but no active aggression as such. So this is the change in the current regime's policy. So and the next one right on. So yeah, face of renewed aggression. So here right on, face of renewed aggression. So did you write anything under this face of renewed aggression? post 2015 16 to the present times. Due to okay, okay, fine, fine. Okay, so no, no, no. Okay, so under this, write down post Pathankot attack, post Pathankot, post Pathankot attack, and post Pathankot attack and uh, China's China's CPEC, China Pakistan CPEC is China Pakistan Economic Corridor. So this is your China Pakistan Economic Corridor that we took up when we are doing China. What is China Pakistan Economic Corridor? It is an part of your Belt and Road Initiative, where China is building this economic corridor from China till Pakistan. This Gwadar port, but however, it is passing through Indian territory, that is your Pak occupied Kashmir. So what happened post Pathankot attack and China's Pakistan CPEC, China Pakistan Economic Corridor, passing through passing through passing through POK, passing through POK, passing through POK. India India started India started India started showing active aggression. India started showing active aggression, active aggression towards towards Pakistan, towards Pakistan, towards Pakistan. Example, towards Pakistan. Example, write down surgical strike 2016, air strike 2019. Write down these two things. Example, surgical strike 2016, air strike 2019. Surgical strike 2016, air strike 2019. Okay, so now write down currently India and Pak, India and Pak, India and Pakistan currently India and Pakistan have strained diplomatic relation, have strained diplomatic diplomatic relations and low people to people contact. Currently, so this is the current condition as of now, that is India and Pakistan have a strained diplomatic relation, and the people to people contact is also not very great with in these two countries. So this is the current status. Fine. Okay, so now let us go through the area of convergence. So write down here, area of convergence means in which areas both India and Pakistan are on the same page. Same page in the sense both of them have the similar interest. So that is called as your area of convergence. So write down here first one, area of convergence. Area of convergence. The first one is economic cooperation. Economic cooperation. Okay, so see here, for Pakistan, see again, please focus here. For Pakistan, India is a big market. So Pakistan grows the finest, one of the finest cotton in the world. Pakistan is known for its leather industry. Pakistan is known for its textile industry, and Pakistan has a very good spice production. So Pakistan can sell all its goods to India. India is a big market in a sense. 140 crore people are there in India. So And from India's perspective also, Pakistan is a good market because Pakistan is more or less a semi-arid region. So Pakistan doesn't grow a lot of vegetables. So as a reason, Pakistan is a good market for India's agricultural commodities. Pakistan is a good market for India's pharmaceutical commodities because Pakistan doesn't have pharmaceutical industry. So we can sell our pharmaceutical we can sell our pharmaceutical products to Pakistan, and we can sell automobiles to Pakistan. So automobiles are mainly two wheelers to Pakistan. Pakistan is a big market, is an emerging market. So we can sell our goods to Pakistan. So from both perspective, both Pakistan, from Pakistan's perspective also, India is a big market. From India's perspective also, Pakistan is an opportunity. So that is the economic cooperation. So write down here, economic cooperation. So write down economic cooperation. Yeah. To increase economic cooperation, write down first point, write down. To increase the bilateral trades, to increase the bilateral trade and investment, to increase the bilateral trade and investment, bilateral trade and investment, which would benefit, which would benefit both nations, which would benefit both nations, which would benefit both nations. Right on here, India pharmaceutical products, automobile, automobile, agriculture, agriculture, export to Pakistan, Pakistan, spices, leather, leather, textile, text, cotton textile, export to India. Okay, so this is the trade, that is economic cooperation, which both the countries would benefit. And the next one, write down. See, both India and Pakistan are a developing economy, and since we are a developing economy, we are a tropical country. So we are both India and Pakistan are more or less a tropical country. And again, here, if you see, if you have finished your environment, you know that it is a tropical country that gets a lot of impact from the ongoing climate change or global warming. So both India and Pakistan are on the same page to receive financial assistance and technical assistance from the developed world to overcome this climate change. Both India and Pakistan wants money and technology from the developed country for climate change mitigation efforts. So since we are a developing nations, we do not have adequate money to fund all these renewable energy projects. On top of it, we do not have adequate technology also. So both India and Pakistan are on the same page to receive money and technology from the developed world for climate change mitigation. So right out here, next one is climate change mitigation. Both the nations climate change mitigation efforts. Climate change mitigation efforts. Climate change mitigation efforts. Climate change, or say global warming mitigation efforts. Global warming mitigation global warming mitigation efforts. So here I know both India and Pakistan, both India and Pakistan wants funds and technology from developed world, from developed nation, from developed nation for mitigation efforts, for mitigation efforts, for mitigation efforts. Fine. Okay. And the next one is right on here, energy security. Energy security. See, your Central Asia has the rich in is rich in oil and natural gas, usually the natural minerals. But if you see here, Central Asia has rich on in rich natural gas. So there's a pipeline called as Tapi pipeline. Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and India. This is a Tapi pipeline. This is a gas pipeline. Central Asia is, that is Turkmenistan, has good natural gas reserves. So in order to implement this Tapi pipeline, if we implement Tapi pipeline, it would provide gas supply to Pakistan. It would provide gas supply to in India. So both India and Pakistan are on the same page to implement this Tapi pipeline for energy security. So right down here, for energy security, both nation wants Tapi pipeline, TAPI. Tapi pipeline is Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India. Tapi gas pipeline, Tapi gas pipeline, Tapi gas pipeline for energy security, for energy security, for energy security. Okay, so again here, now just go back to yesterday's class. Analyze the Pakistan's political setup. So in Pakistan's political setup, there is no one single power entity as we discussed earlier. So what are the four power entities that are in India? There's only one power center. So that is government of India. So there's no other power centers. So in any of the developed world, say be it US, in US there's only one power center, that is the president of US, or say the government of US is the only one power center. So if we have to engage with US, we will not go and engage with US army, we will have to go and engage via US government we can go and engage US army. So US government is the single power. So similarly in India, Indian government is the one power that we have. But however, in Pakistan, as we discussed earlier yesterday, so in Pakistan there are multiple power centers. One is Pakistan government. So one is Pakistan government. Next one is Pakistan army. So Pakistan government is not very strong enough. It is not a stable government to control Pakistan army. So Pakistan army in itself is a separate power center. So along with Pakistan army, there are militant group also. Militant group. So along with militant group, there are radical Islamic group also. Radical religious group. Radical religious group. So these are the four power centers that are there in Pakistan. But this government wants to control militant. So in Pakistan, what happens is that the government of Pakistan wants to control militant, also want to suppress militant. But however, army helps the militants. Army, in many cases, army and the religious minority, radical religious group, they help the militant group. So as a reason, government, it is in the interest of both India and Pakistan to control terror activities in Pakistan. So again here the Pakistan, Pakistan is a complicated issue is that there are multiple power centers, and it is not that people of Pakistan also enjoy having terrorism over there. So terrorism in Pakistan is actually affecting the Pakistan people. terrorism in Pakistan is actually affecting the Pakistani government itself, because no one is ready to invest in Pakistan. So it is affecting the government also. So, and it also causes internal security issues. So even the government of Pakistan doesn't actually want Pakistan. The culprit is army, Pakistan army. Pakistan army is way more powerful than Pakistan government. So as a reason, so both, it is in the interest of both India and Pakistan to control terrorism. So write down here. It is next one, write down. Next convergence of interest is to counter terrorism and ensure peace and stability. To counter terrorism, to counter terrorism and ensure peace and stability. Ensure peace and stability in the region. Ensure peace and stability in the region. And again here, by the way, no country wishes to spend money on security. That is actually a waste. A waste in a sense, there are so many other priorities are there. So for health, education, assume that you are made in charge to make the budget, and you know the ground reality. The ground reality is that India is one of the country having having very low values in terms of uh, nourishment. So, and there are a lot of undernourished people in India, and mainly if you see the data, almost 50 percentage of Indian population, Indian women are anemic, and over 45 percentage of Indian childrens are malnourished. So if we have a malnourished children, almost 50 percentage of Indian childrens are, that is Indian under 5 children are malnourished, then it means that what would be the human capital in the next 20 years. So these kids are malnourished, 50 percentage or around 50 percentage of Indian kids are malnourished as of now. So after 20 years, what will happen to these kids? They cannot be a good human capital. So it is going to affect India in the future, and you are made in charge. So will you spend a lot of money in security, or will you spend a lot of money in developing these people? So the same condition is with Pakistan also. So it is in the interest of both India and Pakistan to control poverty, to control hunger, to ensure literacy rate goes high. So that's the reason why after 2016 onwards, Prime Minister Modi was advising Pakistan that rather than engaging in a war with India, both India and Pakistan should engage a war against poverty. So this was the phrase that Prime Minister Modi used. So it is in the interest of both the countries to focus on socio-economic development, not in terms of security as such. Fine. So these are the areas of convergence. But however, we do have areas of divergence. So what are the areas of divergence between India and Pakistan? So write down here areas of divergence. Shailaja, I'll give you a break. First, we'll finish off this areas of divergence, and then we'll take a break. Fine. Okay, fine. Anyways, it is 6:35 now. Come back by 7:45. So that area, after area of divergence, I want to continue with the measures that we have to take to overcome this area of divergence. After area of divergence, if I give a break, then again I need to re-explain the area of divergence, and then go with the measures to overcome this area of divergence. Fine. Okay. So please come back by 6:45. So after that, there's no break. 6:45. अरे ठीक है साक्षी, 2 minutes here. Now it's 6:37. It's fine here. Please come back by 6:45. Yeah, so let us start with the area of divergence. So area of divergence means in which of the areas both India and Pakistan are not on the same page. In which areas both India and Pakistan are not able to cooperate or say collaborate. So that is called as your area of divergence. And the most important one is your Kashmir issue. So right on here, Kashmir dispute. Kashmir dispute. Kashmir dispute. Both India and Pakistan. So right on here, Kashmir dispute. First point is Kashmir dispute. Both India and Pakistan. I'll dictate. So quickly note it down. Point first. So both India and Pakistan, India Pak, both India and Pakistan, both India and Pak, in both India and Pakistan, both India and Pakistan are not able to resolve the POK dispute. Are not able to resolve the POK. POK is Pak occupied Kashmir. Are not able to resolve the POK disputes. POK dispute. So what's the dispute that's there? So Pakistan tells that POK and the Kashmir has to come towards Pakistan, but however India says that POK and Kashmir is an integral part of India. So this is the issue. This is the Kashmir dispute. And the next one is cross-border terrorism. So cross-border terrorism. So currently the issue is with respect to cross-border terrorism. India wants Pakistan to take strong efforts to control the cross-border terrorism, but however, Pakistan is not taking some strong actions against the militant group that is there in Pakistan. So, are you getting this concept? India wants Pakistan to take efforts to control the militant group. Pakistan has four power centers. One is army, one is government, the other one is militant group, the other one is religious group. So, India wants Pakistan to control this militant group, but Pakistan is not controlling this militant group properly. So, right on here. Right on here, cross-border terrorism. Cross-border terrorism. India wants Pakistan. India wants Pakistan to control. India wants Pakistan to control the militant group. Control the militant groups. Control the militant groups in Pakistan. Pakistan, but Pak is not taking adequate efforts. But Pak isn't taking taking adequate efforts. Adequate efforts. Adequate efforts. Okay, Gaurav, I'll answer this. Wait, let's complete this one. Next one, territorial disputes. So next bilateral issue is territorial disputes. Territorial disputes. Territorial disputes in Sir Creek. Territorial disputes in Sir Creek. Territorial disputes in Sir Creek. So here also we are not on the same page. India wants to follow a different line or a different border in Sar Creek. Pakistan also wants to have a different border in Sar Creek. So that is the issue. And the next one, right on, proxy wars, proxy war, proxy war, yeah, proxy war in Kashmir, proxy war in Kashmir. Pakistan funds. So right on here, Pakistan funds the militant group. Pakistan funds the militant group. Pakistan funds the militant group in Kashmir. In Kashmir. which affects India's India's security, which affects India's security, and Pakistan is not ready to stop it. And Pakistan is not ready to stop it. Pakistan is not ready to stop it. Pakistan is not ready to stop it. Then measures to overcome the divergence of interest. Right down here, measures to overcome the divergence divergence of interest. Measures to overcome the divergence of interest. First one, right on. Diplomatic engagements, diplomatic ties, say strengthening, sorry, it has to be strengthening diplomatic ties. I'm so sorry. Strengthening diplomatic ties, diplomatic ties through high level meetings, high level meetings, high level meetings, track 1 and track 2 diplomacy, comma, track 1, track 1 and track 2 diplomacy, track 1 and track 2 diplomacy. Yeah, next one, right up. Increasing bilateral trade and investment. Increasing bilateral trade and investment. See what Manmohan Singh and his security advisors NSA. So what they were telling was that the dispute between India and Pakistan is very deep. So it is not possible. If you read the former NSA National Security Advisor Shiv Shankar Menon's book, so he says that it is very difficult for us to resolve the border dispute between India and Pakistan in the nearing future. In the near future, it is very difficult. It's not possible to resolve the border dispute. So as a reason, what he tells is that the best way is that if we increase the bilateral engagements between India and Pakistan, this political dispute will take the back seat. So that was the idea. So if we have to resolve the border dispute, it's not possible in the current scenario. So as a reason, we will sideline that and we will focus on bilateral trade and investment. So when we build the economic relationship, so automatically the political relationship in long term, or automatically we can resolve the political disputes in long term. So that is the idea, that is increasing bilateral trade and investment. So next one, right on, promoting people to people contact. 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 Yeah, so these are the ways through which we can overcome the bilateral dispute between India and Pakistan, or say we can overcome the area of divergence between India and Pakistan. So next topic, right on, India and Afghanistan. India and Afghanistan. India and Afghanistan. India and Afghanistan. Okay, so Gaurav, what is the issue? Okay, sir, is weak government at the center that is currently we have, how it affects the foreign affairs. See here, mm, I didn't get your questions. Is weak government at the center that is currently we have? Can please rephrase it, Gaurav? Okay, we'll take it later on. Okay, so India and Afghanistan. Okay, so now let us see the process through which we will be studying India and Afghanistan relation. So if you see India and Afghanistan, so since ancient time, what we'll do is that first we'll see the historical relation between India and Afghanistan. So dating from the ancient times. Then we'll see what was the relation between India and Afghanistan during British Raj. Then what was the relation between India and Afghanistan and post independence, and after 2000 what was the independence. So what was the relation? So we'll divide India Afghanistan relation into four phases: ancient times, colonial period, independence time, post 2000. So this is how we'll study the India Afghanistan relationship. And after analyzing the India Afghanistan relationship, now we'll see the after later on we'll see the area of convergence and area of divergence. Fine. So there are four phases, that is, so ancient time, colonial time, post independence, and then post 2000. So what we'll do is, now please everyone focus here. This is how we'll be studying India-Afghanistan relationship. Now, currently what is the relation? Have a brief idea about the current relation so that you can trace back the relation evolving from ancient time till the present time. So currently, so Afghanistan is ruled by Taliban. Afghanistan is ruled by Taliban. So till 2021, India was considering, India's official stance was that Taliban is a terror outfit, because it was this Taliban. Maybe most of you would not even yeah, I think you might be in your primary school, or most of you would not have been born. So that is not. So there was a plane hijack. So the plane was IC-814. So IC-814, this aeroplane was hijacked from India, and it was taken to Afghanistan. So one of the key player of hijacking this Indian aeroplane was Taliban. So since post independence, we had never recognized Taliban as a civilian organization. It was always considered as a terror outfit. Till 2021, Indian government was considering Taliban as a terror outfit. Now what happened in 2021, post 2021 onwards, Taliban formed the government in Afghanistan. Fine. So this is the current status is Taliban is ruling the government in Afghanistan, has formed a government in Afghanistan, and Taliban is ruling Afghanistan. India before 2021 we did not have a good relation with Afghanistan, sorry, with Taliban. But however, after 2021, we are starting to initiate diplomatic ties with Afghanistan. But currently we are not having a good relation with Afghanistan as of now. Fine. The current status is, after Taliban we are not having a good relation with Afghanistan. This is the current status that you have to keep in mind. So keep this point in one side, that is, currently we are not having a good relation with Afghanistan because Taliban has formed the government. And second thing, what you have to understand is that you have to know the basics about your Afghanistan. So how, when we are studying Pakistan, we saw the basic political setup of Pakistan, multiple power centers. Now we will see the political setup of Afghanistan. See, Afghanistan is a highly diverse country. So in Pakistan, at least the diversity is less. But however, if you consider Afghanistan, it's a highly diverse country in terms of there are hundreds and hundreds of tribal communities living here. So Afghanistan has hundreds of tribal communities, and if your option is anthropology, you know that tribal groups have their own rules, their own regulation, their own leader. So in that is the nature of tribal community. So Afghanistan has hundreds of tribal groups. If hundreds of tribal groups are there, it means that hundreds of rulers would be there, hundreds of leaders would be there. If hundreds of tribal groups are there, each tribal group have their own rules, each tribal group have their own laws. So that is the reason why Northeast has a lot of autonomy because there are multiple tribal groups in Northeast India. So because of that, we have given autonomy. That is, the constitution in itself has given autonomy because tribal groups have their own rules, they have their own culture. So as a reason, we cannot intervene in this culture. So consider India itself. In Northeast, there are hundreds and hundreds of tribal group. So everyone have their own rules, everyone have their own leader. So we do not want to intervene in their rules. We do not want to intervene. Constitution is a broad guidelines, but however, we will not go and intervene in their rules. So that's the reason why Northeast has a separate special status. So we have Schedule 5 and Schedule 6 that gives separate autonomy for Northeast. But now come to Afghanistan. In Afghanistan also there are hundreds of tribal communities. So if there are hundreds of different tribal groups, they have their own rules. There is no standard rule in Afghanistan as such. They have their own rules. Multiple tribal communities have their own leaders, etc. And this Taliban, currently the Taliban that is running Afghanistan is also a tribal group. Along with Taliban, there are hundreds of other tribal groups are also present in Afghanistan. One point that you have to note is that Afghanistan has hundreds of tribal group, diverse tribal group. One of the tribal group is Taliban. One of the dominant tribal group is Taliban. Fine. And the next thing what you have to know is that this part, please see here, this region, Afghanistan and Pakistan, this region here, the border is not properly demarcated. The reason why the border is not properly demarcated is that hilly terrain. One is hilly terrain, and the second reason is that the tribal communities, see here, the tribal communities who are in Afghanistan, the same tribal communities are also there in Pakistan. So as a reason, there is a relationship. The tribal community, that is your eastern Afghanistan, the people who are residing in eastern Afghanistan, they can easily go to Pakistan. Understood? So this is the next thing that you have to understand, that is the political setup of your Afghanistan. So if you understand these aspects more or less, we can now analyze India Afghanistan relation. So write down here, India Afghanistan relation. As a weak minority government at the center, that is currently we have. Okay, Garo. Okay, see, Garo, you're telling about the current government, the minority government, not exactly minority, the coalition government, right? See, here, coalition government, weak or not so weak, depends on what parameter you consider. If you read the proper Indian Express article and Ramchandra R.C. Guha's books, so you get to know that the economic development was very good during the coalition era. And if you see, I think yesterday's article, I believe, the word coalition government was abused by most of the pseudo intellect. This was, I think, yesterday's Hindu article or say Indian Express article, I believe. So which did someone read yesterday's paper, Indian Express or Hindu? So the wonderful article on how coalition government, it was a coalition government. During the coalition, they had taken proper examples during Vajpayee period, on all the coalition governments. It was during the coalition government, India had a good economic growth, good international relation also. So it was just a media that made up that coalition government is very bad. But with data, I think it was in yesterday's paper, I believe, Hindu or Indian Express, any one of this. With data, it had proved that it was coalition government that gave good this thing, results, overall good results. Shiksha, Hindu newspaper. Acha, it was in Hindu newspaper. Okay, 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 okay. Hindu newspaper. Yesterday's article you just see. Coalition government. Yeah, someone is telling. Yeah, coalition government is good for democracy. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so ठीक है, fine. So again here, so what is a strong government, weak government? There's nothing as such. Fine. So, and on top of it, foreign policy. If you see the foreign policy, almost every government is continuing the same foreign policy. There are no major changes in the foreign policy as such. Manmohan Singh's government was also telling Taliban as a terror element. Vajpayee was also telling Taliban as a terror element. Modi was also till 2021 was telling Taliban as a terror element. So, but however, we are forced to change the policy now. So until then, we are still following the same policy. Fine. Yeah. Okay. So this is a basic thing that you have to understand. So write down here basics about Afghanistan. So write down here. First point, write down basics about Afghan. Basics about Afghan. First point, write down highly diverse population. Highly diverse population with thousands, with hundreds of tribal communities. Highly diverse population with hundreds of tribal community, with hundreds of tribal community, hundreds of different tribal community, with hundreds of different tribal community, hundreds of different tribal community, hundreds of different tribal community. Next one, right now, eastern Afghan, eastern Afghan has eastern Afghan has porous borders with Pakistan, with Pakistan. It is dominated by Pashtuns. It is dominated by Pashtun tribals. Pashtun tribals. It's dominated by Pashtun tribals. Next one, right on. It's a landlocked country. Landlocked country. It is a landlocked country. It's a landlocked country. Yeah. Last point is currently Taliban is ruling. Currently Taliban. Taliban is ruling Afghan. Currently, Taliban is ruling Afghan. Currently, Taliban is ruling Afghan. Okay, so this is the basics about your Afghanistan. So now let us see what is the relation, that is the evolution of India-Afghan relationship. So right down here. So next subheading is evolution of India-Afghan relation. Evolution of India-Afghan relation. Evolution of India-Afghan relation. Here, landlocked geography. Here, see, landlocked means the country which doesn't have direct connection with any of the water body, in a sense, any of sea or ocean. So that is called as a landlocked. So Afghanistan has no direct connection with any of the water body, say Arabian Sea. If it has to say Nepal is also a landlocked country. So if it has to access any of the water bodies, sea or ocean, so it is via India, or say via Pakistan, via China. So if you consider Uzbekistan is also landlocked country. So Afghanistan also landlocked country. Fine. So that's a landlocked country. Right on here, evolution of India-Afghan relation. India-Afghan India-Afghan relation, evolution of India-Afghan relation. So first one, write down ancient times, ancient period, ancient period. So write down here ancient period. First one. Here write down Buddhism that originated. Buddhism. Quick. You have to be a bit quick here. Buddhism that originated in India spread to Afghan. Buddhism that originated in India spread to Afghan. Spread to Afghan. Next one is Gandhara. Gandhara culture. So Gandhara culture. So you would have during Ashoka time you would have heard about the Gandhara art, right? Where is this Gandhara art? It is from Afghan region. So the Gandhara culture from Afghan, Gandhara culture from Afghan influenced India, influenced Indian culture, influenced Indian culture, influenced Indian culture in Ashoka's period. In Ashoka's period. In Ashoka's period. In Ashoka. In Ashoka's period. In Ashoka's period. Okay. Next point, right on. Bilateral trades. Bilateral trade. Bilateral trade between two regions. Between two regions were common. Were common. Bilateral trades between two regions were common. Bilateral trades between two regions were common. Fine. So this was during the ancient times. So next, write down colonial period. Colonial period, what happened? That is colonial times. During British Raj, or say during colonial period. Okay, colonial period. See here, this was British India. This was Afghanistan. So British India had considered Afghanistan as a buffer. So this is Russia. Russia is a big empire. So here we had considered, British India had considered, so when we were taking up China, so British India had considered Tibet as a buffer state. So here China had a big empire. So India was also a big empire, British empire. So India had considered, that the British India had considered Tibet as a buffer state between India and China. So British had considered Afghanistan as a buffer state between India and Russia. So earlier Russia was united, so very big empire. So British had considered Afghanistan as a buffer area between India and Russia. So write down here in 1919 Treaty of Rawalpindi. In 1919, in the Treaty of Rawalpindi, in 1919 Treaty of Rawalpindi, Afghanistan was considered as a British dominion, or say Afghanistan was independent of British dominance. Afghanistan was independent of British dominance and was considered as a buffer state and was considered as a buffer state and was considered as a buffer state between India and Russian Empire. India and Russian Empire. India and Russian Empire. Again here, Pakistan was also a part of India. So back then, Pakistan was also a part of India. If you see the map here, so British India, this was British India. The center thing was British India. This entire one, see here, this will give a better picture. So this was, yeah, this red one was Russia. This red was Russia. The green one was British India. The center green one was British India. This was British India. So this region, this black region was Afghanistan. So this black region was considered as a buffer state. Afghanistan was considered as a buffer state between India, British India, and Russian Empire. So this image is not very clear. So if you just analyze properly, you'll get to know. So this was British India. The center region was British India. This part was a buffer. So this part was a buffer. This was Afghanistan. So this is your Russian Empire. So Russian Afghanistan was considered as a buffer state between your British Empire and British India and Russian Empire. Fine. So this was during British India, and British India also trades were going on, but Afghanistan was considered as a buffer state. Fine. Yeah. Okay. So next item, post independence. Post independence. Okay, so you had to note one point over here that we were having a cordial relation with Afghanistan. We were having a cordial relation with Afghanistan in the initial period of our independence. Then, due to the political turmoil, due to the political instability in Afghanistan, we did not have a great relationship with Afghanistan later on. This is the I'll give you a broad idea what happened during independence. So after independence, we had a very good relation with Afghanistan. So then what happened in somewhere around 70s? So say here, so that is from 45, after 45, 1945 onwards, Cold War was going on, right? So there was Cold War, and what Russia did was, Russia was very closely here. If you see the map, Russia is very close to Afghanistan. So this was USSR, this was USSR, this was Afghanistan. See here, this is USSR. USSR was up till here. So all these things were USSR. So this was USSR. So USSR neighbor was Afghanistan. So now this is Russia. If you have read Cold War, so this part of Russia had come out after Cold War, and they made their own different country. But however, till Cold War, so this all these countries were a part of USSR. So Russia, Afghanistan was Russia's neighbor. So Afghanistan was promoting communism. So what happened in 1970s? In 1970s, Russia started giving money and started controlling Afghanistan. So now Afghanistan was ruled by communist regime. Afghanistan was ruled by communist regime. So on the other side, USA wanted to take revenge against Russia. So USA did not want Russia to spread its ideology. So Russia intervened in Afghanistan, and Russia established the one government that was pro-Russia in Afghanistan. So what US did, US started funding money, US started funding weapons to the tribal community in Afghanistan. So the tribal communities were Mujahidins. So US started supporting these Mujahidins in Afghanistan by giving money and weapons. So one of the Mujahidin group was Taliban. So one of the Mujahidin group was Taliban. So US was started. US was funding Taliban. So in 1970s, US was funding Taliban so that Taliban could attack the government in Afghanistan, which was supported by Russia. So in 1991, what happened? USSR fell down. So USSR got disintegrated. That is, yes, since USSR got disintegrated, so the government that was there in Russia, which was supported by USSR, now USSR only is gone. So in 1992, Russia it got disintegrated. USSR got disintegrated in 1991. So in 1992, the government that was there in Afghanistan fell down. So this government that was there in Afghanistan was supported by Russia, USSR. Now USSR is not there; it fell down. So then what happened? 1992, till 1996 there was no government in Afghanistan. Afghanistan was not ruled by a government, because what USA did was USA was giving a lot of money to various tribal groups. USA was giving a lot of weapons to various tribal groups, so that these tribal groups can go and attack the government which was supported by Russia. But what happened? So between 1992 to 1996, there were multiple tribal groups, multiple mujahidins who had weapons, who had money with them, and they were fighting among themselves to rule the Afghanistan. But what happened? Only one mujahidin group, or so only one tribal group, that Taliban became powerful. So Taliban won among this civil war, and Taliban became powerful. And from Taliban, from 1996 onwards, we are having Taliban. We had Taliban government. So Taliban was ruling Afghanistan from 1996 onwards. From 1996 till 2001. So Taliban was running Afghanistan government. So in 2001, what happened? We had 9/11 attack. So Taliban attacked USA. So in 2011, Taliban attacked USA in 9/11. That Twin Towers attack. So then what happened? entered Afghanistan. USA entered Afghanistan. Yeah, here USA entered Afghanistan, and they killed the important leaders of Taliban in Afghanistan, removed the Taliban government, and USA established another government in Afghanistan in 2001 itself. In 2001, another new government was established by Afghanistan. Now it was supported by USA. From 2001 till 2021, there was a government in Afghanistan that was supported by USA. So from 2021 onwards, we are having this government that was supported by USA fell down because USA came out of Afghanistan. So this government fell down. So now we are again having Taliban government. Are you getting this? The broad understanding about your Taliban, Afghanistan. Okay, I'll again repeat it so that you will have a broad idea, and then you can correlate with the notes. So what happened after 1950? We had a good relation from 1950. Let us forget about the relation between India and Afghanistan. We'll analyze the political evolution in Afghanistan. So in Afghanistan, up till 1970, there was stable government in Afghanistan. So on and off there were political instability, but more or less a stable government. So in the background, see here, USSR, this entire region was USSR. So currently Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan were a part of USSR. So this region was USSR. So Afghanistan was USSR's neighbor. So in Cold War, what was happening? USA and USSR wanted to push their ideology. Afghanistan was a neighbor to USSR. What USSR did in 1970s was that USSR started funding the government in Afghanistan, and established a communist government in Afghanistan. Established a communist government in Afghanistan in 1970s. In 1970s, Afghanistan established a communist government. Also, USSR established a communist government in Afghanistan. USA got irritated. So USA did not want USA did not want Russia to have control over Afghanistan. In 1970s, Afghanistan was under Russia's control, because the Afghanistan had a communist government. So then what happened? USA started giving money and weapons to the tribal group. Just remember, flip your page and see. Afghanistan has hundreds of different tribal group. So what USA did was, USA started funding money and giving weapons to these tribal groups, so that these tribal groups would go and attack the government which was funded by Russia. So that was US's plan. So USA was doing this. So then what happened? and one of the important tribal group was Taliban. USA, it was USA who trained the Taliban. It was USA who gave money to Taliban. It was USA who gave all the weapons to Taliban. So USA gave money to not just Taliban as such, various other tribal groups. They were known as your Mujahidins. So multiple tribal groups got benefit from USA. So then what happened in 1991? Russia fell down. USSR got disintegrated. Cold War ended. USSR got disintegrated. So now there is no Russia, there is no USSR to support the government in Afghanistan. So as a reason, what happened in 1992, the government that was there in Afghanistan fell down. So it got disintegrated. So, but who will take over the Afghanistan government? There was no one, because USA had developed multiple tribal groups with weapons, with money. So there was no one tribal group, or so there was no one community or one political party to run the government. So as a reason, from 1992 till 1996, there was a civil war. There was a civil war in Afghanistan, among the various tribal groups. Various tribal groups were fighting against themselves regarding who will control Afghanistan government. So ultimate winner was Taliban. Taliban, which was funded by Afghanistan, which was trained by Afghanistan. All the weapons for Taliban was given by USA itself. Then what happened in 2001? So in 2001, the same Taliban that got money from US, the same Taliban that got money from weapons from US, training from US, went and attacked USA itself in 9/11. That is twin tower attack. 9/11 twin tower attack. Taliban attacked USA. So in 2001. So as a retaliation, USA immediately sent their army to Afghanistan. As a retaliation, USA immediately sent their army to Afghanistan, overthrew Taliban, and started a new government, or say imposed a new government. It was a democratic government, democratically elected government. Matlab for names, we can call democratically elected government, but it was a friendly government towards USA. So this government was established in, so yeah, another government was established in USA. So sorry, in Afghanistan from 2001, one government was established in Afghanistan. But US Army was stationed here. US Army was stationed in Afghanistan. With the support of US Army, this Afghan government was running Afghanistan. Fine. So, but what happened in 2021? USA withdrew their army. So, USA took back their army. From 2001 till 2021, 20 years, USA had stationed their army in Afghanistan. This army was protecting the Afghan government, and Afghan government was running. But however, in 2021, USA brought all their army back from Afghanistan. So there was no one to protect the Afghan government. So as a reason, what happened? This Afghan government fell down in 2021, and Taliban took over the Afghan government. So the democratically elected government fell down in 2021, and Taliban took over. Taliban took over in 2021. So this is a broad understanding. This is the broad understanding about the political evolution of political setup in Afghanistan. Fine. Any doubt here? Okay, so right on here. Yeah, post independence, right on. In 1990, Puja, 26/11 is India 2008 attack. 9/11 was US attack. Okay, so right on here, post independence. In 1950, India and Afghanistan signed Treaty of Friendship. 1950, India and Afghanistan signed Treaty of Friendship. A Treaty of Friendship. Treaty of Friendship to promote political cooperation, to promote political cooperation economic cooperation and cultural cooperation. And cultural cooperation, political cooperation, economic cooperation, and cultural cooperation. And cultural cooperation. Fine. Okay, next let us write down the evolution of India-Afghanistan political system. Evolution of Afghan political system. So here you learn about the evolution, that is how the political system evolved in Afghanistan. So whatever I discussed earlier, that is from 1970s, the government beginning, the government was stable. 1970s till 1992, the government was supported by the Afghan government was supported by USSR, and 1992 till 1996, the 4 years civil war. 96 to 2001 Taliban government. 2001 till 2021, the government was there with the support of USA. From 2021 till the present time, we have Taliban government. So this you should know. So if you know this, then you'll have a better understanding. So write down here. Simple. It's a simple concept. Yeah. 1950s. 1950s till 1973. 1950s till 1973. So write down here. Monarchy. Monarchy under King Zahir Shah. Monarchy under King Zahir Shah. 1973 till 1973 till 1978. 1973 till 1978. Yeah, right on here. Unstable government. Unstable government. 1978 till 1992. 1992. 1978 till 1992, the government supported communist government supported by supported by USSR. Supported by USSR. Supported by USSR. Supported by USSR, right on here. 1970s till 1990. 1970s till 1990, USA was funding and training 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 tribal groups or mujahidins mujahidin mujahidins as a rebel group against the government supported by against the government supported by against the government supported by USSR against the government supported by USSR. Okay, So next one, write down. Next one, write down. Post Cold War, 1991, post Cold War 1991, Afghan government, Afghan government, Afghan government with USSR support fell down. With USSR support fell down, in 1992. 1992. Right on. Next one, 1992 till 1996. Civil War. Civil War among the Mujahidins. 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 Next one, Taliban rule. Taliban rule 1996 till 2001. Taliban rule 1996 till 2001. Next, write down 2001 till 2021. 2001 till 2021. Post 9/11 attack. Post 9/11 attack. Post 9/11 attack on USA by Taliban. On USA by Taliban. USA retaliated. USA retaliated. USA retaliated and removed Taliban from Afghan government. And removed Taliban from Afghan government. Afghan government. A new democratically elected government was formed. Then a new democratically elected government was formed. Then a new democratically elected government was formed. Democratically elected government was formed in 2000, 2001. Yeah. Next, rider 2021 till present times. Within bracket here, in the previous one, within bracket you write it was supported by USA. It was supported by USA. Supported by USA. Yeah, 2001, 2021 till present time. So write down in 2021, USA withdrew its army from Afghan, USA withdrew its army from Afghan, then the democratically elected government fell down. Then the democratically elected government in Afghan fell down. then the democratically elected government in fell down. Afghan fell down. Later, Taliban Taliban took took control control over Afghan Afghan government. Taliban took control over Afghan government. Fine. So this is the evolution of Afghan political, that is the political system of Afghanistan. Any doubt here? Okay. So now let us consider the evolution of Taliban. So Taliban, how did Taliban emerge as such? So we'll not go too much in detail, but however we'll see to it how Taliban emerged in Afghanistan. So we know that your Cold War was going on in the world. So then what happened? So there was a government in there's a government in Afghanistan, that is from 1973 till 1978. There was a government in Afghanistan, but this government was not much stable government, and the USSR was a neighbor of Afghanistan. So what USSR did? So USSR influenced the Afghan government, and the new Afghan government was established. New communist Afghan government was established in 1978. But USA did not like this one. So as a reason, what happened? USA started funding the tribal groups in Afghanistan, and one of the tribal group was in Afghanistan was Taliban. So one of the tribal group in Afghanistan was Taliban, and they were known as Mujahideen. So there was a rise of Mujahideen phase, that is from 1979 till 1992. There was Mujahideen was there. So then what happened in 1992? This Afghan government that was backed by USSR collapsed because there was no support for this government, because USSR in itself got collapsed. There was no support for USSR. So as a reason, what happened? In 1992, the government that was there in Afghanistan, that also got collapsed. So from 1992 till 1996, there was no government in Afghanistan as such. There was civil war that was going on, civil war amongst the Mujahideens itself, because there are multiple tribal groups. Amongst them, there was a civil war that was going on as to who will be the ruler of Afghanistan. So one of the tribal group was Taliban, and which got the power, and say from 1996 till 2001 to 2001, Taliban was ruling Afghanistan. Right? Taliban was ruling Afghanistan. But however, this Taliban attacked USA in 2001, 9/11 attack. Then USA retaliated and removed this Taliban government in Afghanistan, and supported and conducted an election in Afghanistan, and a new government was established in Afghanistan. So that was a new democratically elected government was established in Afghanistan. But however, USA could not completely eliminate Taliban. So what happened was that on and off this Taliban are tribal community. So it's a tribal community. On and off they were hiding in the caves, etc. So, but however, USA had stationed their army in Afghanistan, and it was an expensive affair to maintain army in Afghanistan. So, as a reason, what happened in 2021, USA completely withdrew their army from Afghanistan. As a reason, then Taliban thought that now it is the right time to capture the government. So, in 2021 onwards, from 2021 onwards, Taliban is in the government, and then this is in the Afghan government. Fine. So this is the overall evolution of Taliban in India, in Afghanistan. So now let us see the evolution of India-Afghanistan relationship. So evolution of India-Afghanistan relationship. So right on the topic, evolution of India-Afghan relationship. Okay, so now if you flip the page and see the political evolution of political system in Afghanistan, so we had this period 2001 till 2021, 2001 till 2021. It was only during this period we are having a good relation with Afghanistan post independence. before independence, ancient times, Buddhism, etc., we had relation, but post independence, so it was only from 2001 till 2021 we are having a good political relation with Afghanistan. Fine. So write down here, just write down one line. So why 2001 to 2021? It is in this period Afghan had a democratically elected government. So write down here 2001 to 2021. 2001 to 2021. When Afghan had a democratically elected government, write down, when Afghan had a democratically elected government. Okay, Nilanjana and others. Why USA withdrew their army? Because it was a very expensive affair for USA to station their army. It is close to, it is somewhere around $900 billion. It is close to $1 trillion. USA had spent almost close to $1 trillion in this 20 years. So to win a war against Taliban and to station US army in Taliban, they had spent almost 1 trillion, near to $1 trillion. You know what is the size of Indian economy? As of now, it is somewhere around $3 trillion. So Indian economy size is somewhere around $3 trillion. So one third of Indian economy money was spent in US by within a span of 20 years. So it's a big investment. One almost near to $1 trillion was spent in Afghanistan. And for what use? What did US get ultimately? What did it get? Nothing. It didn't get anything. So did it get any oil? No. Just for ego purpose, US was doing. But and this was highlighted in the domestic politics. So as a reason, due to the domestic pressure, USA had to withdraw, and also it was very sensible for USA. Rather than investing so much money in Afghanistan, they could invest elsewhere to control the region. So yeah, fine. Okay. Everyone, tomorrow we have a class exactly at 5 o'clock. Sunday also we'll have a class, and the reason is that your exam, there are some of at least quite a lot of you are writing your exam on 16th June. So before that we plan to complete IR. So that's the reason why we are taking class on Saturday and Sunday also. So tomorrow also we'll have a class. Fine. Okay. So write down here. Yeah, no, nothing to do with Corona and Lanjana. So not Corona as such. Okay, okay, okay. So right down here, 2001 to 2021, 2001 to 2021, Afghan had a democratically elected government with which India had good relationship, with which India had good relationship, with which India had a good relationship. Okay. In a small bracket you write down, 1996 till 2001, 1990, in a small box, write down 1996 till 2001, write down. When Taliban was running, when Taliban was ruling, when Taliban was ruling, when Taliban, when Taliban was ruling, when Taliban, yeah, Taliban was ruling Afghan, India had, when Taliban was ruling Afghan, India had strained relation with strained relation with Afghan. Okay, so 1996 till 2001, we did not have a good relation with Afghan because it was this Taliban who was supporting the LAT. It was this Taliban, LAT, Lashkar-e-Taiba. So Lashkar-e-Taiba is a militant organization in Pakistan. Taliban was supporting Jaish-e-Mohammed, JEM. So these are the two major militant groups in Pakistan, JEM, Jaish-e-Mohammed, and Lashkar-e-Taiba. So these are the two big terror outfits in Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Taliban was supporting these outfits. That is Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Taiba. There have been multiple attacks by this Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Taiba on India. But Taliban was supporting these organizations. So as a reason, 1996 till 2001, we did not have a good relation with Afghanistan as such. But however, from 2001 till 2021, we had one of the best relation with Afghanistan. So if you consider, Afghanistan was one of the closest ally to India. Even comparing with respect to say Bangladesh, Afghanistan was one of the closest ally. Fine. Okay, evolution of political evolution of Indo-Afghan relationship. So right on here. So what is the evolution of Indo-Afghan relationship? So right up. So from 2001 till 2021, we had a best relation. So right on here. So India. So first point right on. India provided lot of developmental assistance. India provided lot of developmental assistance. Provided lot of developmental assistance to Afghan. Lot of developmental assistance to Afghanistan. This built to Afghan. This built good relations. This built good relations between India and Afghan. This built good relation between India and Afghan. Built good relation between India and Afghan. Okay, below this write down developmental assistance. Developmental assistance. India's developmental assistance. India's developmental assistance. India's developmental assistance. Write down infrastructure constructions. Infrastructure construction. Infrastructure. 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 Say in terms of one is dams, dam, parliament, parliament building, parliament building, irrigation canal, irrigation, irrigation canal, irrigation canals. Okay. So next one right now. Provide, provide, provide healthcare, healthcare facilities. Next one. Develop, develop educational institutes, educational institutes, develop educational institutes, training, training Afghan army and government officers and government officers. Okay, fine. So next one right on. In 2000 right on here. In 2000 next point right on. In 2021, sorry, in 2011, in 2011, India and Afghanistan, India and Afghanistan in 2011, India and Afghanistan signed strategic partnership agreement. India and Afghanistan signed strategic partnership agreement in 2011 to increase cooperation, to increase cooperation, to increase the cooperation, to increase the cooperation in areas like security, to increase the cooperation in areas like security, to increase the areas of cooperation like security, trade and investment, development cooperation, and people to people relation, P2P, people to people relation, people to people contact. Okay. So in the last line item, till 2021, till 2021, before Taliban, within brackets, before Taliban, India maintained good relation with Afghanistan. India maintained good relation with Afghanistan. India maintained good relation with Afghanistan. Okay, fine. So now I have a very interesting question. Why India is developing so much in Afghanistan? What is the reason? Why Afghanistan is so special for us? Why India is investing in Afghan? So why India is constructing dams in Afghan? Why India is constructing hospitals, schools, helping universities in Afghanistan? It is not that we have achieved the highest level of development in education and healthcare sector, but why India is doing this? Very good, Sakshi. Okay, so to access to Central Asia. So when we took up Pakistan, we saw right. What did we see? Central Asia is important for us. So Central Asia. So this Central Asia, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Tajik, Kazakh, yeah, Kyrgyz. So the Central Asia is super important for us. So Afghanistan does have some natural minerals, but however, it's not like very important for us. Central Asia is like very important. So see, if we have access to Central Asia, we can access Russia also. Russia also becomes closer. So this is your Russia. This is Russia. So if we are able to, and again here, guys, don't think that Afghanistan is like very far away from India. No, Delhi and Bangalore distance is very far away compared to Afghanistan and India. So it's not like very far away as such. So it's very close also. So Afghanistan, India is not a very far country. So if we have a good contact with Afghanistan, we can access Central Asia. Central Asia has good natural resources, mainly uranium, gas, petrol, uranium and natural gas. India doesn't have good amount of uranium. India doesn't have good amount of natural gas. So for that, we require Central Asia. So in order to access Central Asia, Afghanistan plays a very crucial role. In Pakistan, we saw right there was a pipeline, Tapi pipeline. What is Tapi pipeline? Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India. This, in order to implement Tapi pipeline, Afghanistan is very crucial. So this the natural gas pipeline. So this, for who will provide the security for this gas pipeline? Afghanistan. If we are a close entity to Afghanistan, Afghanistan will provide security to a gas pipeline. Okay, or else if someone can attack the gas pipeline. So we require Afghanistan support to enter into, yeah, we require Afghanistan support to enter into Central Asia. Fine. So that's the reason why Afghanistan is very important. It is not that, and again here, uh, uh, international relationship is all about self-interest. It is not that we want to help out Afghanistan as such. That's also one thing is there. But however, the more important thing is that Afghanistan will help us in entering into Central Asia. So below this, write down reasons. So below this, write down reasons why Afghanistan is important to India. Reasons why Afghanistan is important to India. Important to India. Okay, so in the evolution of India's foreign policy, we had seen, right, Connect Central Asia policy. There was a policy during Manmohan Singh period that was introduced, Connect Central Asia policy. In Connect Central Asia policy, so first point, right down. First point, to implement Connect Central Asia policy. To implement Connect Central Asia policy, as Afghanistan provides to implement Connect Central Asia policy, as Afghanistan provides path to Central Asia, as Afghanistan provides path to Central Asia, as Afghanistan provides path to Central Asia. So write down this: India, Arabian Sea, Iran, via Iran will go to Afghan, via Afghan will go to Central Asia. Central Asia. So write down this. This is the path. Below this, write down as Pakistan is not allowing India. As Pakistan is not allowing India to reach Afghan. To reach Afghan. Okay. So the next reason why Afghan is this important is that, so write on here, next reason, next point is to access natural resources of Afghanistan. To access natural resource of Afghanistan. To access natural resource of Afghanistan. Natural resource of Afghanistan. Third one, right on. To promote bilateral bilateral trade and investment. Bilateral trade and investment. Bilateral trade and investment with Afghan. Bilateral trade and investment with Afghan. Bilateral trade and investment with Afghan. Fine. So this is why Afghan is important for India. Fine. So tomorrow we'll start with Heart of Asia, Istanbul process. So write on the heading, Heart of Asia, Istanbul process. Heart of Asia, HOAIP. Heart of Asia, Istanbul process. Heart of Asia, Istanbul process. Shaimil, we have recognized Afghanistan, Taliban government. India has recognized Taliban government. There's no other alternative here. We have invested billions of dollars in Afghanistan. If we don't recognize Taliban, then they will not provide security to the investments that we have done in Afghanistan. Okay. How is the relation going on? We are bridging the relationship, Ankita. So it's not in a great way as such, but yeah. Okay. Okay, see here, the first reason for the people who are asking, see, the first reason why Afghanistan is important for us is that, focus here, this Central Asia has rich natural gas and uranium. Central Asia has rich natural gas, uranium, and rare earth elements. When we take up Central Asia, we'll see in detail. But however, they have rich uranium. They have a lot of uranium, a lot of natural gas, and lot of rare earth elements with Central Asia. And India wants all these three things. So if we want to procure all these three things, we have to go there, right? How we will go there? So the only way is via Afghanistan. This is Afghanistan, this is Central Asia. Via Afghanistan, I have to go. The one path is, so via Pakistan, I can go to Afghanistan and Central Asia. But this path, Pakistan is not allowing us to enter via Pakistan. So as a reason, so what happens is that via India, we'll go to Arabian Sea and we'll go to Iran. From Iran, we'll go to Afghanistan. From Afghanistan, we'll go to your Central Asia. So this is the thing. So this is why Afghanistan is important. Afghanistan as such doesn't have a large amount of natural resource as such. Yeah, they do have. On this side, that is on the western side of Afghanistan, there are a lot of minerals are there. But however, for us, Central Asia is more important than Afghanistan. We want to consider Afghanistan as a transit route. We want a safe passage in Afghanistan. Whatever the trade which we have with Central Asia, we want a safe passage from Afghanistan. That is why Afghanistan is more important for us. Fine. Okay, Taliban is pro-China now. Taliban is close to China. Fine. No, okay. Okay. So, chalo then. So, thank you guys. So, tomorrow the class at 5 o'clock. Saturday and Sunday also we'll be taking the class. Fine. So, chalo then. So, good night. Good night, guys.